What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. So I timed this one a little bit poorly. A couple months ago, maybe even like a month ago, we covered Stoneshard's prologue because it had a bunch of updates, but I did that not realizing that Stoneshard was actually coming out. So I apologize for the close proximity of the two videos. I normally like to space out the coverage of the same game by about 6 months. That tends to be about the right spot where I usually put it before I check back in on it. But in this case, the game just came out in beta, and so this is a really, really good roguelike that everybody that's into roguelike should probably go buy and check out, in all honesty. It's really, really good. How often do you get a chance for a high pixel art roguelike game? You know what I mean? It doesn't come along. Usually they're very ugly, very minimalist, but very, very fun. Let's check out Stoneshard. I have had a chance to actually play this game a bit over the course of the last week, so I promise this will go better than our look at the prologue.
Where am I?
You are awake, just in time for the ritual. We'll have a use for you so very soon. Don't try anything funny or you'll end up like one of your friends. Perhaps I should check on him again. All that fresh blood, that must have drained by now.
Curses. Doesn't look like we won that fight. I need to get out of here before this bastard returns. Looks like my shackles are rusted to the core.
Well, then just snap those things off like a superhero, man. Clink! Done. Can I just throw them out? Yeah, just throw them out. I don't even want them. We gotta go over to this guy.
Your bad feeling was spot on this time.
Is Locke's feeling normally not spot on? Is it spot off?
Didn't search him. Bad move. No offense, buddy. But you won't need all these things anymore.
It's true. He's gone on to a more peaceful place where there is no use for lockpicks left inside of a jail cell. These guys are terrible jailers. What kind of jailer just puts the dude in the cell with lockpicks? You have to be like a truly awful jailer. I gotta go. Let's step on over to here. There we go. I wanted to step on that without picking up the shackles, and I was trying to figure how I could do it.
Survivor. Got to arm myself and find the rest.
Cool. I've turned off all the tutorials because I basically know what I'm doing at this point. I've spent a couple of hours with the game, and I've gotten out of the dungeon at the beginning and all that kind of stuff. We've got an iron bar right now. We shouldn't have to use that for too long. I think this should kind of be a temporary decision. We got some goat cheese right there. I'm just going to pick some locks and see if there's anything on these bodies. There's some shackles over there, but I don't really inherently need them that badly. Shackles are not something that I'm looking to add to my inventory. Let's keep on opening up some of these grates right here. It's a great grate, mate. All right, so that's been opened up. We can't loot that dead guy right there. Let's go ahead and travel back this way, and the guard's going to be like, oh my god.
Locked, and blood trails are fresh. Looks like everyone was taken somewhere. Seems like I was the only one to be left in the dungeon. That's strange.
You want to know how you want to know how you know that someone has lived a really, really violent life? They can tell the difference between blood trails. That's how you know somebody's probably done a little bit of that dirt over the course of their life. We've got an unidentified amulet. We're not going to equip that for right now because we don't know if it's cursed or if there's anything wrong with it that's going to affect us in the long term. And frankly, I'd rather not take my chances. I know it's super awesome and it's like a shark's tooth, and that's like the dream of every 8 to 9-year-old boy is to own a shark tooth necklace. At least it was when I was a kid, okay? I don't know if you guys dreamed about the same things that I did when I was a kid, but when I was a kid, we had this place called Marine World. I'm probably not. I'll be honest with you, man. You're the first enemy in the tutorial. The chances of me dying here, fairly minimal. I doubt that I'm going to die. All right, so we'll grab that stuff right there. I'm pretty sure there's a booby trap or something inside of this room. Yeah, I think it's right there on those spikes, but I don't recall.
Burn. Bled to death. Such a foolish way to go. Looks like there is a trap. I have to take a look around unless I want to share his fate.
Yeah, there's a trap over here. With detect traps, you press the 1 key, and there you go. There's the trap. I'm going to disarm it. We've disarmed the spike trap, so now we can safely walk across the top of it. But anyways, when I was a kid, there was this place called Marine World. And Marine World is basically, it's kind of like Northern California Disneyland almost.
I forgot about my leg. Hurts more and more. I need to find something to treat the wound before it festers.
And so anyways, Marine World, oh, they gave me a bunch of free wounds even though I didn't step on the trap.
All these boxes will surely find something in them.
All right. And so anyways, Marine World is like a mixture of a wildlife park and also roller coasters and all that kind of stuff. It's like a theme park mixed with a bunch of other. I'm going to take some of this stuff, but I don't want all of it. Like the salve is nice for getting rid of, let's see here. Can I merge these maybe? No, I can't stack them. Okay, I'm going to take some of this stuff. The shiv is better than what we have right there. We'll throw out the iron bar. We also have a bandage for the bleeding. There's a couple of status effects that we really need to kind of take care of right now. And that's what the game is sort of pantomiming, is that, like, you're going to get status effects. They're really, really, really going to hurt you. And in fact, the status effects in this game are no joke. This game employs kind of an Escape from Tarkov style system with body parts right here, where you've got like your legs, your arms, your torso, everything else, and you actually have to pick like what you want to heal. So if we use this right here, we can use that on our leg. That'll patch it on up, and so we've stabilized that injury right there. We're also in pain, we're also hungry, and we're also thirsty. So we're going to eat, we're going to drink. That's going to get rid of those two status effects. And then on top of that, let's see here, injury treatment plus 12. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use that on that leg right there. That's going to wrap it on up. And so now we are in pain. And the way that you get rid of pain is just by smoking meth. So there you go. You just get all up on that, that glass Johnson right there and take care of business. Let's check the rest of these crates. It looks like there's a doublet right there. Way better than a singlet. Some would say twice as good. Let's see. We've also got some shoeses. And then we've got a weapon rack where we can basically pick whatever weapon we want to use for the rest of our playthrough. It's really up to you. We can go with a war scythe, which would be kind of cool. It's got a high fumble chance, though. So, like, maybe we'll go with something short and something easy to use. It looks like accuracy gets a boost from swords. Yeah, so swords get an accuracy boost. Two-handed weapons have a greater fumble chance. Let's go with the shield, and we'll go with an axe. We'll be like a Viking warrior out here. And then we do have a bow and some arrows. Probably not going to take them. I don't really see the point. We'll also slap on that doublet right there and get ourselves all dressed up, put on some shoes, and now we are a fully clothed human being. Aw, yeah. All of our wounds healed, looking all good. We're a little bit intoxicated right now, but you know, that's part of the fun of these random underground adventures, is being intoxicated. I'm such a classic roguelike player, dude. I'm sitting around right now. Ooh, 19. Yeah, I just wiped that guy out. I'm sitting around right now. I could just click to go where I want to go, but I'm using the arrow keys because it's just when I play a roguelike, I always use the arrow keys. So we have an hourglass. This may interest merchants. Okay, we'll take it. All right, and then we've got this over here, which is a Manshire Fortified, which will get you drunk. I'll take that too. Nothing like some drunkenness.
Pyromantic treatise. Just like the good old times in the academy. Got to recall a spell or two.
Yeah, so this book right here is actually, you find books in the game periodically, and what they're going to do is they're going to teach you, like, entire trees, basically, of talents that you can add points on into. So for right now, we have swords, we have axes, we have daggers, great swords, ranged weapons, shields. We can find books that'll unlock the rest of these too. We've also got utility skills, combat mastery. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff. Your character is going to be fairly customizable. With pyromancy, we can take fire barrage if we wanted to. It might kind of be a waste of points, which we have a limited amount of right now. So we have 2 AP where we can increase our stats, and then we only have 1 of these. If we save it later on, we're going to get a bunch of books. Like, if you plan on being a warrior that doesn't use magic, you probably want to save your point right here. If you're planning on being an archer, same thing. If you're planning on being a mage, by all means, throw your points into the mage stuff. But I noticed it on my first kind of mess around playthrough that, like, I never really used that ever again after this first little area. And so, like, I kind of regretted wasting a point on it, I guess. Maybe the Path of Exile player in me is too strong, where I'm just sitting there being like, I've wasted it, no! So we've got, what is our hit chance right now? So our hit chance at the moment, we've got a 13, we've got 90% accuracy. Okay. This right here will increase our accuracy. By how much, I don't know. It looks like by 0.5. So, like, we can put some points into perception and get up to, like, a 95% hit rate. I do think that's not a bad idea to get our hit rate up a little bit, just in case we come across enemies that are really, really good at dodging. And we got some more vampires in here. Let's step on in the room. He stabbed me. How could you? We've got a monastic book right there, and we've got a diary page right there. Doesn't look like anything else is lootable at the moment, but we can take a look at these pages. The miasma of this horrible disease now permeates the entire monastery. Half of our brothers are delirious, and their bodies are riddled with scabs and boils. Blood is seeping through their pores, and we can't do anything to ease their suffering. I've declared a quarantine and ordered to lock down everyone who showed signs of the disease in the catacombs, but I fear it's all in vain. The rest will go sick in a couple of days. The hosts give me strength to persevere and save our congregation. And then with this monastic book right here, you guys can read that if you want. If you wanted to pause up the video right there to read that, and then pause up the video right there to read that. But we've only got like 30 minutes to share with each other. And so I kind of feel like it's a really good idea to just keep free-flowing. We have another diary page over here. We'll check that out in just a second. We've got a free apple right there. Je suis la pomme. Let's see here. We've got Pyromantic Treatise 2. I will just read this. Because why not? Do I have to put it in my inventory before it'll work? Maybe. I don't know. Let's continue looking at these because these are all different books that are going to give us different skills. Is it actually unlocking stuff? Oh, it did. It unlocked Geomancy down there. Okay, good. Well, I'm not going to keep all these books. I'll probably end up throwing most of them just in a bookcase over here. Identification scrolls. I will take all of those. Let's open this back up, and I would suggest we dump the books as much as possible. I'll also throw the knife inside of there because I don't think we're going to need it. With this guy, we're going to use that on the necklace. This is actually a pretty good necklace. That's not a bad necklace at all. I'll put it on right there. It's giving us some counter blow chance. It gives us a bunch of piercing resistance. Gives us crit chance of 2%, which is really, really nice. I mean, if you can work your crit chance up in any video game up over like 10-15%, it means you're going to be considerably increasing your DPS on a regular basis. So what was that right there? That was a staff treatise. All right, we've got a defense treatise for shields. We've got a sword treatise right there, and then it looks like we've got ourselves a bow treatise as well. Is there anything else inside of here? We've got fencer's step. We've got maces right there, hammer and anvil and concussion. We've got axes, which gives us execution and no mercy. I like the sound of that. And then we've got dagger fighting over here. So we've basically learned all the skill trees at this point. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent addition to the game where they're always going to give you all the skill points at the beginning. I assume so, because like players want to pick what weapon they want to use in the early game. And so they give you all the basic skill trees or whatever and some basic magic to get started. Probably a really, really good idea. We've got mutilating lunge. Rush towards the enemy and strike with more body point. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I like anything that lets me close a gap. We haven't leveled up again, but I'm pretty confident and happy about what we've got going on right now. We've got another identify scroll right there. And we've got ourselves a disenchantment scroll and an enchantment scroll. Okay, I'll save the enchantment scroll for when we find something else that I'm really, really in the market to use. So if we find a weapon that's got really high damage on it, I'll try to enchant it. Might be kind of fun. And the notes. So we got diary page number 2. Today, the entire neighborhood gathered around our monastery, and the healer had brought the disease back to Manshire. Blood was leaking from their eyes, and they were hopelessly sick. I prohibited anybody to go outside. Then they tried to break in. A few brothers lost their lives, but we managed to push them back from the gates. When the crazed crowd tried to burn us alive along with the building, I had to break the quarantine and bring the healthy brothers into the catacombs, truly out of the frying pan and into the fire. Blood gets into my eyes and drips on the parchment. We are doomed in these sinister depths, even if time itself flows differently. I've lost the count of days. When was the last time I left my cell? A couple of hours ago? A day? A week? Maybe I'm the only one who's still alive. Every night I'm haunted by visions. The candlelight fades. Shadowy figures step out from the darkness. Their wheedling whispers drive me crazy, and the host is silent. The host is deaf to our prayers and has betrayed us. Where do I seek strength to fight back the temptation to break the oath? A cure. All I look for is to be cured. All right, well, we can chuck all those too. Inventory space is inventory space. Let's get riding. We're down into the dungeon proper now. This is where it's going to get realsies. All right, we'll break some of these crates, see if we can get some freebie-ish out of here. Any good stuff? No freebies. All right, keep on looking. I do like how his facial... Ooh, a rabbit pelt. Hold on, I'll take that. It's probably good for vendors or something. We got 2 enemies. Alright, well, let's wait for them to group up over here. Hopefully they don't use magic. If they're magic users, that's problematic. Sometimes the enemies are magic users and they'll shoot stuff at you. There we go. Killed him off. He's now dead. See if we can finish off the rat as well. Rat's finished. We got a bat over here. We'll go ahead and take him out. One important feature in this game that, like... So if I use the axe charge... Yeah, there you go. That's nice. Ooh, okay. Apparently he hit me with a chain or something. I don't know what he just smacked me with, but it hurt. We've got all of our health back, which is really, really nice, and that's because we have leveled. I would suggest we get our strength up and start dealing a little bit more damage if we possibly can. We only get a 1% increase for each point that we put in, but I think over the long term it'll probably be worth it. We have Reprisal. Every injury affecting the target grants your attacks against it 5 accuracy and 5 crit chance. Okay. Inflicting an injury reduces the cooldown duration for the skill tree by 2 turns. That's not bad. Cut Through delivers a strike with 17% extra damage, 34 armor penetration, and armor damage. Every injury infecting the target empowers the strike for 23% more damage. Okay, so this is very much I'm going to take the passives. Passives are always a good idea, but I see what they're getting at right now with this tree. This is a tree that highly seems to dedicate itself to injuring the enemy and also adding benefits to the player for injuring the enemy. One thing you may want to know about this game is if you press the F1 key, you can go into rest mode to sleep. This game is pretty difficult and it is pretty deadly, and I really had trouble getting out of the tutorial area because I didn't see that part. If it was mentioned in the tutorial, I didn't see it. I'm not going to say whether it was or wasn't mentioned in the tutorial, but I didn't see it if it was. And that meant that I didn't know how to heal myself, which was super problematic. And I couldn't beat, like, the first part of the game. Hey, we have optimism right now. Good. We disarmed a trap, so we're feeling all right. Feeling all right. Yeah. We're feeling good. We're feeling all right. Oh, those are some pretty nice boots. I'll take those. They got to be better than what I have. Yeah, indeed they are. They're much better. And that cleaver right there is in rough shape, so we're going to throw that inside of there. This thing is vendor trash, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. We've got another... Oh, did I step on a trap? I believe that I must have. So I have a mild leg injury. If you don't want to see the spicy, trust me. I can go ahead and throw that on there. Oh, really? It just healed the HP? All right, well, I suppose that I'll put that on there. Perfect. All better, hopefully. Well, it's not going away right now, but maybe with time. I should have known better. I should have checked for traps. I'm not a big trap checker. It's a pretty nice sword, a little bastard sword right there, and some leeches. So apparently that will remove... It gives us body part condition. It gives us healing efficiency, so if we apply that before we apply a healing poultice, it'll give us a bonus. Okay, it's good to know. Hoping that leg injury goes away soon. There's a bat over here. Yikes. I think I've been psychic blasted. I'm fumbling a lot right now, and that's not good. Hey, we got a free counterattack right there, though. I'll take that. Let him step on in, and then we'll fight him real quick. There we go. Did we kill them all? There's a militia flail. Oh, there's a rat over here. All right, we'll kill him off too. I probably don't have time to rest, but I'm going to try. We'll chillax for just a second to get some HPs back. There we go. Our HP hath returneth. Unfortunately, we're thirsty, so I'll drink some water real quick. How long does it take this leg injury to go away? So it's wound stabilized. Okay. I'm kind of curious when it's going to go away, though. So that stops bleeding. That right there gets rid of pain. That restores health. Oh, you've got to put it all the way back up to, like, perfect condition. Okay. Well, I'm glad we verified and tested that theory, so that's good. At least we know how the system works. Ooh, he's a toughie. Let's say over the long term, this is not going to be sustainable. We're lucky. We're really, really lucky we leveled up right there. Otherwise, it would have been a problem. We got an enemy on that side. I'm going to wait a turn. There we go. We'll get him with an injury right there. Apparently, I'm in pain. I'm also bleeding. All right. Well, too much combat in too short an amount of time. Let's go ahead and mend our hand real fast. Our pain level has gotten a little bit higher. I don't know where our pain is at. It's at 37%. So at its current percent, we have a higher fumble chance. All right. So I need to get rid of the pain. We're going to have to use the ether thingy in order to eliminate our pain. So we've smoked meth again, as it were to be decided. Oh, another one. Man. We just have problems, don't we? We just have issues. Well, hopefully we don't fumble too much. I would like to continue surviving. We got to use another bandage to get rid of that bleed right there. Rough time to be us, I'll be honest with you. We'll heal that up real quick. We're going to have to fall back, and I think we're going to have to take another little rest break. We'll close that door just to keep us safe. And then we'll just take another little siesta right here. I don't know if the body parts actively heal themselves over time, or if you have to have restorative items in order to make that work. I honestly don't. It looks like we rested for a little while, and it didn't seem to help out that much, so... let's go ahead and we will add a little bit more damage because I'm down with that. I love the way this game gives you menus that flat out just like tell you the bonuses update as you put in the stats. I really, really like that. A lot of games use esoteric systems and they hide things inside the coding in order to like keep the player from truly understanding what's going on or to kind of like force you to fiddle around with the systems. I like that the game does not do that. I'm going to eat some food. We'll drink some water. Maybe if our status is high enough. I don't see any loot down here. Maybe if our status is high enough as far as our hunger and thirst goes, we'll start to regenerate or something. There we go. Eliminate that guy right there. I can shout to get the enemy's attention. I don't really want to do that right now, though. We have an Oaken Shield right there. This one is in worse shape than our current shield, but it's small and it's worth a lot of money, so I'm going to take it. With an enchantment scroll, we could think about enchanting one of our Oaken Shields or like our hatchet, maybe. There you go. Apparently our crits are much more efficient than they were before. So it's a handy peasant's axe now. And it's worth the same amount of money. Alright. Well, no complaints from Splatty. Let's break open some of this stuff. We got Mind Wart. I don't know what Mind Wart does, but we have it. Let's go ahead and carry through this way. We'll go up to the top. Keep breaking some crates just for extra stuff. It looks like we have loot over here. Let's check it on out. Nothing on that shelf. Nothing on that shelf. Both empty. Empty as my soul on a Monday. Let's see here. I do wish I could click on my character to bypass a turn instead of having to press spacebar, but it's a minor thing. I could probably rebind that. I bet you I can rebind that. I think there's a keybinds menu. We'll look after this fight. That's definitely, whatever type of vampire that is, it's tougher than the other vampires. That one right there is kind of a meanie. We'll pick the lock on that. We've got ourselves an undefined headgear and a peasant sash. I don't really need the peasant sash, but I would like to check that out. Apparently, it's a cursed healing peasant cap. What happens if I disenchant this thing? Oh, it just becomes a normal cap. Okay. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing. It gives us some frost resistance. Not that great of a hat, but I mean, it's better than wearing nothing on our head. You never know when you're going to get hit with like a frost blast or something. Alright, so we've got a Footman's Girdle over here. It's not too bad. Definitely add that on into the repertoire. We've got an unidentified potion. We've got a war brand. We've got another splint, which is actually kind of important because we're out of healing items right now. So I would love to have more healing items. We've also got blacksmith's mittens that we can throw onto our hands. And in fact, the little hand graphic changed. Very nice. Alright, well, it's a place to start. It's not perfect, but let's see what this potion is. What kind of potion is this? This is a potion of anesthesia. Gives full resistance to pain for some time. Okay. I can live with that.
Tremors are coming from upstairs. I bet everyone was taken there. I have to find my way up, whatever it takes.
Well, then let's do it. There's a dead guy over here. You want to loot the dead guy? Oh, the dead guy has a way nicer helmet than I have. I'll take his helmet. He's also got a full-on gambeson, so I'll take that too. He's got a potion of some kind. We've got some more healing salve, which is very nice. We've got an antitoxin right there. We've got a bread. Okay. All right. We've got an old contract. With this paper, we canoed the elder, and every citizen of Manshire pledged to pay a bounty of 700 crowns to every man, be it a commoner, a mercenary, or noble knight, who will take on the task of descending into the Abbey of Holy Revelation and cleansing it from the spirits or any other filth inhabiting it, and return back safe and sound with the proof of their deed. We hereby sign this X, 7th of Bloom. I should probably take that with me. That might be worth 700 bucks if I bring it with me. You never know. It costs me nothing to take that and put it inside my inventory, is all I'm saying. Like, I mean, if I come back with 8 or 9 vampire heads and this note, it sounds to me like I've got a payday coming. I can't cast any spells right now, which kind of sucks. So I guess I'll just fight this the old-fashioned way, like Jesus intended. There we go. There's another nice little level up. What do I want to do? I want shields, actually. What does this do? So, raise shield. It's an active ability. It costs me energy to use. Activates the following effect for 2 turns. You have a higher block chance, higher block power, and knockback resistance. Yeah, let's get that. We'll take raise shield. I wanted to add... Oh, we have another SP, too. So we have shield bash. Do we have any passives? Moment of retribution. Receiving unblocked attacks reduces the cooldown duration for this entire skill tree by 1 turn. Okay, that's not bad. And do we have anything in here for, like, armor or anything? We got basic skills. I guess I can keep putting things into axes. We got ferocity. Inflicting injury reduces the cooldown for the passive tree. Yeah. Oh, well, it gives me a passive amount of damage that I deal to body parts. So I figure I'll take that, too. Why not? We'll probably take this entire tree, since I'm planning on doing, like, a berserker axe build. I do wish that the doors auto-opened when you just, like, instructed the character to move in that direction when you get to them. It's a little thing, but it doesn't matter. It's not, like, a huge complaint. Surgeon's tools, very nice. Probably be able to use those for something good. Hey, another healing salve, and then some more leeches. We've got a really nice mace right there that's worth $1,400. And a hunting bow that's worth a pretty considerable stack of change, too. I don't know if we're going to get out of here or what we're going to get paid when we get out of here, but 1,400 bucks for a flanged mace sounds pretty good to me. Just because we're in a hellish dungeon right now doesn't mean that we don't want to plan for our fiscal and financial responsible future. Some garlic? I love me some garlic. I'll throw garlic on just about anything. Trust me, I make myself a garlic pork shoulder. Like, you would lose your mind for my garlic pork shoulder. Trust me. Trust me. Trust your boy Splatty on this one. I marinate it for 24 hours in cilantro and garlic and orange and lime. After that, it's been tenderized by all of the acids inside of the juices, so it just falls apart. You put it in the oven for like 6, 7 hours in there. Oof, it's good, man. It's good. It'll change everything. Apparently, there's a sanity use to this right here. Not really gonna fiddle with it. Guaranteed to pick a lock or disarm a mechanical trap. Seems like a useful thing to have on me. I guess I'll keep it. We haven't picked up any... Oh, there's a... What is that, a beet over here? Yeah, I'll take it. We're not really, like, hungry right now, but might be useful at some point. Let me go with... I'd like a little bit of vitality, I guess. Some more HP would be good. Like, I'm probably going to split my time. I'm probably going to take accuracy up by, like, 5%. And then from there, I'll just dump everything into, like... From there, I'll try to dump everything into Constitution. That dude got eaten. That dude had a terrible day. That dude looks like a wizard or something, though. I don't know if he is, but I'm going to close the door. And then we'll just wait. Oh, I thought he was going to put magic voodoo on me. This armor is pretty good. I'm not taking that much damage right now. I feel like this armor is really taking care of business for me. And there's a little bit of damage out. Got another vampire bat over here, too. A couple flails and things laying around. We'll pick the lock on this side. Ooh, that staff looks very important. That staff seems like it might be something of value. I'm going to take it. We have unidentified boots right there, which kind of sucks because... They do look like platey boots, and I am kind of building a tanky type guy right now. was going to say, I got to apply my Tarkov skills at the moment for inventory management. There we go. We'll hold on to those until we verify whether they're cursed or not. Ugh, that confusion attack. I definitely feel like I should always open with my little energy charge. Oh yeah, don't I have that shield block thing? I should probably use shield block a little bit more. Oh, it's on cooldown. Never mind. Alright, we'll charge this guy. We got a crit right there, which is great. And it does seem like our damage does actively go up every single time we put an injury on somebody. So I think building in this way is going to be advantageous for us. Let's fall back for a second until that confusion falls off. We'll go to here, over to there. He's going to hit us back. We'll go shield block. There we go. Apparently, I have entered a state of heroism. Hell yeah, man. So we get 15% counter chance, weapon damage. You feel righteous fury burning inside of you. Apparently, we've just gotten into the humdrum rhythm of murder right now. A silver amethyst ring. Definitely take that. Put up my shield block real quick. And took that guy's head off. Damn. All right, perfect. Let's continue. I'm going to put a little bit more into vitality. And then over here, we have one more ability called Cut Through, which I don't know. I don't know if I want it. That's kind of a finishing move right there. What else did we have for shields? We had Shield Bash, so this will do 13 crushing and will daze the target for 3 turns on chance. If it doesn't daze them, it reduces the raised shield cooldowns by 3 turns. What does daze do? I assume it like increases their chance to fumble, possibly. I bet you that's what it does. Either way, this is Stoneshard. The game is out in beta right now. We're out of time for the day, but I really appreciate you guys swinging on through. I will see you all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile every single day in the world of indie gaming, so you don't have to. Here at the Nerd Castle, we fancy indie games very, very much. So anyways, I'd love to have you back tomorrow. Leave a like on this video if you wanted to see more. Let me know how you're feeling about it. And other than that, I'll have something good for you on the tomorrow time. Bye, everybody.